Phantom of the Cafe is a pretty fun and very beautifully animated episode of Mickey Mouse Roadster Racers. This is the first segment in the seventh episode of the second series, and this and the other segment in this episode take place in Paris. And Mickey and the gang have gone to Paris to help Chef Pierre get ready to open his new cafe. And everything seems to be going very well until somebody steals Goofy's Goofy Dogs. He's brought his Goofy Dogs with him in a case, ready to give them to Chef Pierre so that he can serve them and get to know the recipe better, and somebody steals them. And the rest of the episode is basically Mickey and Goofy wandering around Paris trying to get these Goofy Dogs back. And we have this beautiful look at some of the Parisian sights and the architecture, and the scenery is stunning, the colour palettes are so gorgeous, and the quality of the animation is beautiful. I wasn't that concerned about the narrative itself. I wasn't that emotionally invested in whether or not they'd get the Goofy Dogs, or how long it would take, or what would happen to them. But I think the narrative developed well. I think for younger children who can feel that sense of anxiety of not knowing how this problem will be resolved, or not knowing if it will be resolved, I definitely think there's some emotional investment there. And coupling that with the beautiful animation, I thought it was pretty well done. Not as good as Cuckoo in Paris, which is the second segment, and I loved it. But I have to say, Phantom of the Cafe is pretty sweet. It's not the first time Roadster Racers has been in Paris, but whenever they are there, it works very well. There was no real racers aspect to it, so it's a little bit different, but it works very well. It's beautifully animated, and definitely a credit to the series.